Shalom, brothers and sisters. Grace, mercy, and peace be unto you. From Yahuwah, He's our Father. And Yahusha, He's the Mashayah, the one that carries the burden of Yah. His voice, our High Priest, soon coming King. Hear, O Yeshurun, Yahuwah, who is our Mighty One. He is one. There is no other Mighty One, brothers and sisters, than Yahuwah. And Yahusha is His voice. This is Brother Dawood coming to you again to ask another question. Are we to use ancient, Abarya, or modern Hebrew? This is part 3. The answer? Both. Or else, how do you test, try, and prove all things? That is the purpose of my video series. Please, do not weaponize my videos to attack our brothers and our sisters. Look what this part is all about. Allah is in the Bible multiple times. So many times I can't even count it. You want to get an idea of how many times? Every time you see God, it is a replacement for Allah. Look at the script. This is the ancient script. And Abarya, which is known as Hebrew to us today, reads from right to left. Let's look at the first letter. What letter would you say that is? It looks like a sideways A. How would you pronounce it? Go over to sound. What is the first pronunciation? Ah. Go over to modern Hebrew. What is the name? Aleph. Go over to sound. Silent. Go to Greek. A, ancient. A, modern. Latin. A. Everyone is in agreement that it is a silent A sound, which is Ah. But the name that they gave us here is L. Why did they choose E instead of Ah? To try to escape this pronunciation. Okay, so we got the first letter. The second letter is La. If you come down in the middle of the chart, you'll see a word Lam. Lam. And it means a shepherd's staff. I mean, that's what the picture shows. It means teach, yoke, authority, bind. Okay. We got that. The third letter. Come back up to number 5 on the chart in the ancient Shemitic Hebrew side, the brown side. They have Hey there. That pronunciation is incorrect. It is Ha. Look at the sound. Has a H. How is a H pronounced? Then it has an Ah at the end. Ha. 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 What is the picture? A man with the arms raised, meaning look, reveal, breath. If we put all 3 of these together, what would be the pronunciation? Alah. Wasn't that easy? It is not as complicated as what you think. You just have to empty yourself first. Do not come here with your predispositions and just work yourself through the letters, the pronunciations, and the meanings. So, according to the ancient pictograph, what would these three letters mean? And remember, a picture speaks 1,000 words. Our ancient ancestors communicated with these pictures. The first letter represents an ox head, meaning strong power leader. To put it all together in one word in translation, mighty. Second letter, La, is a shepherd's staff. For a teacher, one with authority. So we would say shepherd. And the third one, Ha, is a man with his arms raised. So if we were to interpret this according to the ancient pictograph, it would be mighty, shepherd of man. Is it a name? No. It is a title. Let me show you. Genesis 10:31. I'm just going to read the first part. These are the sons of Shem. All right, come down to the Paleo Hebrew. Look what's in the circle. And remember, Hebrew reads from right to left. We're on the first line here. Alah, Banya, Shem. Does Alah mean these are? Remember what you're reading. It is a translation, not a transliteration. They're just trying to give you what they believe is the meaning of the text. They got the second part right. Banya Sham, sons of Sham. But these are, for the beginning, Alah, mighty shepherd of man, is his title. The sons of Shem. So man has this title. Now you understand why in the Psalms it says, "Did I not say that you are gods?" But under it, you'll see these three letters. Alah. Let me show you another with the exact symmetry. Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God, H430, created the heaven and the earth. So once you see H430, the first thing you must do is go to find out what this number represents. When you go to find out what this number represents, they're going to give you a translation. They say it's a transliteration. I don't see it. They gave you Elohim. What would they have left out? They left out the Ah at the beginning. They put a O after the La. And they left out the Yah after the ha. Do you see it? Why did they do that? Well, they're giving you a different pronunciation because they know one thing for sure. You do not have the ability or the power to go to check, try, and prove to see what they gave you is exactly what should appear in the book. But instead, what they did, they covered up Allah, Yam, with God. Look in the circle on the second line. See the same three first letters? Mighty, shepherd of man. Then, in the end, it shows the purpose that was given to them by he who is seated upon the throne. Yah. He is the one who has the arm stretched forth to the Ma. See the M there at the end? The waters. Who are the waters? Who did he choose to be his people, to represent him on the earth? The children of Yesharu. So Allah Yam is not his name. Allah is not his name. When I say his, I'm speaking of him who is seated upon the throne. These are titles. We have seen that the first title is for men. The second title represents the angels, the watchers, the messengers, and also men. The same edict or command that was given to the angels came, passed it on to us, and we were supposed to be these shepherds of men to carry out, Yah stretching forth his hands to the water to teach the masses. Did we do that? We failed. Let's look at another. Leviticus 11:44. For I am the Lord, H3068, your God, H430. That's all we're going to read. Look in the letters that are between the line. What is the first thing you see there? Remember, Hebrew reads from right to left. We're on the second line. Whose name is that? Yahuwah. What is his title? Allah, Yah, come. So he is the mighty. Let's change it from mighty when it pertains to him. Let's put something different there. He is the lead, the leader, strong power leader. He is the lead shepherd of men. He is the definite article. He is the one who, Yah, see the last three letters? Yah, he stretched forth his hand. Ka, with an open palm. Ma, to the waters. Who are the waters? The children of Yesharu, his chosen people. They belong to him and no one else. What am I showing you? Allah is a title of men. Allah is a title of the angels, watchers, and messengers. Allah is also a title of he who is seated upon the throne. It tells you what their function is. Are you with me? I noticed something. while I was going through the script, and I says, whoa, because we went through this already. Go back to the top. For I am. Hold it, I am. What letters would be I am? Look above the circle on the first line. Kaya, I guess that means for. And here's the second word. Anya. Did you hear me? Anya. Where did we hear that before? We saw it when we were searching for what an, ayan. Remember? We wanted to see how they said I in Shemitic languages. Look, right here before you. An, ya. I am. Look up top. Here's the next transliteration that we're going to do. This one says, yan. Yan. We went through these. I believe it was in part 2. Yeah. So, Anya means I am. If you come down to line number 5, you would see Anya again. Read the text and see if you see I am twice in verse 44. Now this brings up a conundrum. Exodus chapter 3, verse 14. And God, H430, said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, thus shall you say unto the children of Yisrael, I am, have sent me unto you. Okay, come down to the script. Look with circle. Under H430, this time it's not Allah Yakam, but it's Allah Yam. You see, they put everything dealing with Allah under H430. All right? So you have Allah Yam. Come down to line number 2, the one that's circle. All, mighty shepherd, Masha, that's Moses there. Then look at the one that's underlined. Let's read the letters. A, Ha, Ya, Ha. That's aha, ya. Okay. So after all Masha comes aha, ya. Does ahaya mean I am that I am? Let me ask some questions. Who was speaking to Masha? Was it he who was seated upon the throne? No. It was the angels, the watchers, the messengers. If you go back to verse 1, please check out everything I'm telling you today so that you can be in agreement with me. Only knowledge can bring us in agreement. You will find that the Malak The angel of Yahuwah was the one who was speaking unto Masha. So tell me something. Is the angel speaking in the first person? What do I mean by that? If he's speaking in the first person, he will say, I am. Or is he speaking in the second person? The second person would be, he is. Do you understand? I hope I'm making it as simple as possible. If he is the representative of Yah, he cannot be speaking in the first person, because he would be taking on the attributes of he who is seated upon the throne. So he must be speaking in the second person. So it is impossible for him to be saying, I am that I am. What do you think he would be saying here? Look at the word, aha, Yah. How do you say he in Hebrew? Ha. So what was the messenger saying unto Masha? Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya. He is Yah. Tell them, he is Yah. Wow. Do you see An Yah here? I am. You do not. Now I'm going to give you homework. I want you to go to Google, type in scriptures that say I am. After you type in scriptures that say I am, you go to them. You go to your blue letter Bible. You see what it says under it. Then I want you to go to the Paleo Hebrew, HebrewOldTestament.com. And I want you to go and find the same passage that you found from Google and check it to see whether it says Ahaya or Anya or Ayan. See Ayan? Anya? It's I. Are you with me? Okay, come down a little further. You'll see on the bottom there, the second line from the bottom, you'll see circle, Yasharel. And then after Yasharel, you see Ahaya again. Okay, so let me show you where that's at. Come back to the top, 314. Let's read it from, thus shall you say unto the children of Yasharel. There's Yasharel right there, circle. Afterwards it is, Ahaya, I am. So what do you think he was saying? After Yasharel, he said, he is Yah that sent me unto you. But it is further defined in verse 15. 15. And God, H430, said moreover unto Masha, thus shall you say unto the children of Yasharel, the Lord, H3068, God, H430, of your fathers, the God, H430, of Abraham, the God, H430, of Isaac, the God, H430, of Jacob, has sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. So this time, the messenger, gave the full name of he who is seated upon the throne. It is under this number, H3068. The replacement for the name is the Lord. All right. Let's pay attention here. Let's deduce. God in the beginning, H430. Come to the Paleo-Hebrew. Look on the second line. Alah. That's the angels, the watchers, the messengers. Who were they speaking to? Look at the second one, circled. Al-Masha. Strong shepherd, Masha. Come down to line number 4. It says, thus shall you say unto the children of Yisrael. On line number 4, you see Yisrael there underlined. After Yisrael, you'll see the name. The name that they covered up under H3068. Yahuwah. Okay, so after Yahuwah comes his titles. It's going to be repeated 4 times, his title. What he came to carry out on this earth. Watch this now. Look at Yahuwah. Then come over to the big circle. I don't know if you can call it a circle. It looks more like a teacup or something. But look, there's 4 of the same script in that circle. Let's see if we can understand it. Yahuwah, then come over to the circle. Alah, Yah. What do you think that means? He is the lead shepherd. He is above all the rest. So let's say the lead shepherd of men who has the power. He is the definite article. He stretched forth his hand to who? Who's that on that next word that comes after? Abat Yakam. Fathers. Come down to the next line, the next one under it. Alah, Yah. He stretched forth his hands. He is the lead shepherd of man that stretched forth his hand. Then he gives a name. Abaraham. You see it underlined there? Yeah. Then you come down to the third one that's in the circle. Alah, Yah. It's telling you what his purpose is. He stretched forth his hand to who? Yatzhak. See it underlined there? Then we come down to the fourth one. Wa. Alah, Yah. He stretched forth his hand to Yaqub. Just what you have up top in verse 15. You see it there? Okay, what have we learned so far? We've learned that the angels, the watchers, the messengers first told Masha, he is Yah. Don't you know that? He is Yah. Tell them he is Yah. Okay. Then it comes down to 15, and they define it more clearly. They give you his full name, and they tell you that this is his name forever, and his memorial unto all generations. So the brothers said that Aha, Yah, was the name of Yah. They're partially correct. Because what it means is he is, and one letter identifies him. Yah, the one who stretches forth his arm. He is Yah. But then in verse 15, it gives you his full name. Yahuwah. That is his name forever, and his memorial unto all generations. But every place that you've seen God, it has been covered up his real purpose. He stretched forth his hand to the fathers. He stretched forth his hands to Abraham. He stretched forth his hand to Yitzhak. Then it says, Wa Alah Yah to Yaqub. Why does he have a Wa before Yaqub? Because Yaqub is the one whose bloodline was secured. All of them. 12 tribes. We are all the shepherds that Yah chose to speak to the masses. What do you think about that? Do you see what they've done? They've covered up Yah's title. They've covered up man's title. They've covered up the angels, the watchers, the messengers' title. What did they give you to replace it? Look up top. God. H430. So the Allah that we have in the Bible is different from the Allah that Islam worships. Wikipedia. Allah. In Islam, Allah, hold it, right away you can see. This is not the same Allah that you saw in the ancient text. There's 2 L's here. So this is something different. Allah is the unique, omnipotent, and only deity and creator of the universe, and is equivalent to God in other Abrahamic religions. What? What other Abrahamic religions? Christianity and Judaism, God and Allah is equivalent. If you're calling on God in Christianity, it's no different than calling on the same God that is in Islam. Let's continue. Allah is usually seen as the personal name of God. The personal name of God, they said, is Allah. A notion which became disputed in contemporary scholarship in modern times, including the question. What question? Whether or not the word Allah should be translated as God. All these years I've been telling you that God was a replacement for the Alayam, that God should not be there. We could not find a Gam, that's the letters, or a Dalet, that's the G and the D, that represents this transliteration anywhere in the text in which he shows up. Who put him there? The three main translators of the Bible. Who are they? The Greeks, the Romans, and the English. God. He is the same as Allah. We're not talking about the mighty one that is in the book, because his Allah is a title. It describes what he came to do. He would be the lead shepherd of man who stretched forth his hand, if you put a cot there, with an open palm and a ma at the end, to the waters. So where did this Allah come from? Most considered it to be derived from a contraction of the Arabic definite article, all. Look what they say that all means. The. And Elah, deity. In other words, God. To Allah, meaning the deity, the God. Are you starting to see? This has nothing to do with the Allah that is in our book. Look how they created it. Indeed, there is an interchangeability of Alah and Allah in early Arabic poetry, even when composed by the Christian Adi ibn Zayd. The majority of modern scholars subscribe to the latter theory and view the lone word hypothesis with skepticism. What skepticism? They're talking about God. That is the lone word. The use of Allah as the name of a deity appears as early as the 1st century. An inscription using the ancient South Arabian script in Old Arabic from Qaryat al-Fa reads to call an athar. This is something that's ancient. This is the way that they've created their mighty one. They've created his name. Do you understand? They put all. We know that all means, according to the pictograph, mighty, strong, power, and the La means shepherd. But they have made it the, and then they put Elah with it, all. Lila means God. Let me tell you something else. Did you know Allah has 99 names? 99 names. And guess what? Yah or Yahuwah is not one of them. Cognates of the name Allah exist in other Shemitic languages, including Hebrew and Aramaic. Including Hebrew and Aramaic? Cognates of the name? Did I not show you multiple cognates of this title? But here they have put it as a name. It's all through the Hebrew text. It's not a name. It is a title there. It describes the function of whoever it is attached to. Alah Sham. Sham was Allah, the mighty shepherd of men. Let's continue. See 23 there. The corresponding Aramaic form is Elah. Now you see where the E comes from. Aramaic. What was the book translated from, our KJV? From Aramaic or Hebrew text? From the Hebrew text. The one that we have before 585 years before the Mashiach came on the earth. Look at the script that they're using. The modern script. So you know who this is. Alah. Tell me something. If you look at the first letter that is changed from the ancient script, you know, the sideways A with the line going straight through, can you tell by looking at this how to pronounce the letter? But its emphatic state is Elah. There it is there, 4 letters. It is written as Elah. Look, in the Aramaic form, it looks like the A turned sideways, doesn't it? The first letter, look at the last letter. Remember, right to left, right to left. You see it there? It looks like the A, just no line coming through it. In biblical Aramaic and Alah in Syriac, as used by the Assyrian church, both meaning simply God. Everything comes back to God. Why is that? Islam won't call on Yah's name. Christianity doesn't call on Yah's name. Judaism does not call on Yah's name. But every last one of them, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, they will all say, God. Do not be a part of this wickedness anymore. The reason that the Father is revealing all of these things is because He's on His way. You cannot be calling on the names of the gods of the heathen, of the Eastern nations, or of the Jews. His name is Yahuwah. His name is not God. His name is not Allah. Allah Yah is a title that comes after His name that tells you what His purpose was in this earth. To stretch forth His hand to one group of people and no one else, the children of Yesharu. And because of that, all of the rest of the Abrahamic religions, that means that they were from Abraham, the Christian religions, all of them have replaced the name of He who is seated upon the throne with their own mighty ones. Don't you do it. Watch this. Wikipedia. Alat. Alat, Arabic, Romanized. Alat, pronounced Alat, also spelled Alat, Alatu, And Alilat is a pre-Islamic Arabian goddess worshipped under various associations throughout the entire Arabian Peninsula, including Mecca. What? Alilat, Alilah. Remember the contraction? That Elah comes from this Arabian goddess, brothers and sisters, where she, Alat, Alatu, Alilat, was worshipped alongside Manat and Al-Uzza as one of the daughters of Allah. Hold it 1 second. They said that he was the omnipotent one, that Allah was the divine name. This Allah, with the 2 L's, has daughters. It is forbidden for those who come from the heavens to have sex with the daughters of men. Do you see what they are giving you? It's a fallen angel story. Remember, God had a begotten son, Jesus Christ, and Allah has daughters, Manat and Al-Uzza. The word Alat or Elat has been used to refer to various goddesses in the ancient Near East, including the goddess Asherah and At-Hirat. It's probably Ashtaroth. Do you know that Asherah, Ashtaroth, is in our Bible? The children of Yeshua transgressed the law by worshiping these women. Are you seeing what I'm trying to show you? Allah that Islam worships is not the same as the Allah that is found in the Abaryan text. Revelation 17:1. With her. Who's her? Alat? Alatu? Ali La? The kings of the earth committed adultery, and the inhabitants of the earth were intoxicated with the wine of her adulteries. Look, the multitudes, that would be waters, not the children of Yeshua. Well, then again, yes, even they are participating in this worship. They are intoxicated with this wine. Do you know if they can get close enough, they will kiss her? They have a term that they use, kishwa. It means we dress her. Dress who? This Kaaba. They put robes on her. On those robes are the names of blasphemy. What do you think they say? There is no other mighty one. but Allah and Muhammad is his prophet. Blasphemy. They have taken the attributes of Yah and have given it to another, to a woman. But now they have turned it around to the masculine form, the father of Allah. The father of Allah, too. The father of Allah, the masculine form, Allah. History: Muhammad came here in the 6th century AD, at the beginning of this new religion, and he came to the same Kaaba. Inside of the Kaaba, it was full of idols, all of their gods. Do you see what they're doing here? The same thing was happening in ancient times. They were coming here from all over the region to worship before this house of their gods. Are you with me? Muhammad came and he cleansed the house, they said, and took all of the idols out of the house and had all of them to worship one deity, Allah, with 2 L's. And we know now that the 2 L's stands for Al, Li, La. They just take the I out now, but it's interchangeable in their songs. Let me speak to my Islamic brothers. You are commanded to believe in the Old Testament and the New Testament. It's a part of your salvation plan. All you have to do is go there, and you will see that Allah is used in our book so many times you can't count it, but it is not a name. It is a title of men. It is a title of angels. It is also a title of he who is seated upon the throne. This title tells what their purpose was. It is not a name to be worshipped and glorified. Do you understand? But their excuse will simply be this: we don't believe in the Old Testament or the New Testament, in the King James Version or any of the versions, because they are translations that have come from the Europeans, and in the process of translation, the true message would be lost. I agree. But we're not coming from a translation. We're coming from the original text, and it shows you clearly the name of he who is seated upon the throne. His name is Yahuwah, and his title is Alah, the mighty shepherd of man, who stretched forth his arm to only one group of people: the children of Yeshua. Thus, they sought a new mighty one. They did not want to serve under us. They wanted to be the head. And they got exactly what they want. Next, comes destruction. Revelation 22, 8 and 9. The unveiling. 8. And I, John, and I, Yahunatan, saw these things, and heard them. And when I had heard and seen, I fell down to worship before the feet of the angel. And the word is Malak, the prophet in the Old Testament is Malachi. Malachi is Malak Yah, messenger of Yah. So this angel is a messenger who sent him, he who stretched forth his arm, which showed me these things. Note, all of the things that Yahunatan wrote down for the book of the unveiling was shown to him by the messenger. Look what happens next in 9. Then he said unto me, who? The angel? See that you don't do that. Do what? Don't worship me. Look, he's going to tell him something. For I am your fellow servant. Mighty shepherd of men. And if you put the Yah at the end, whom Yah stretched forth his hand to, men and the Malak have the same purpose, and of your brethren the prophets. Our brethren, the prophets? Is he one of us? And of them which keep the sayings of this book. He keeps the commandments. Remember, everything in this book proceeds from the mouth of he who is seated upon the throne. All of the laws, everything we must do to prosper comes from him. So this Malak even keeps the Shabbat. Look what he's going to tell him. Don't bow down and worship me. Worship God? No, that doesn't even sound correct. Now when knowledge has come, ignorance goes into darkness. What do you think the Malak was saying unto Yahunatan? He said, worship Yah. You see those 2 letters there? In the transliteration, it would be Y-A-H. What would it mean according to the ancient pictograph? And a picture speaks 1,000 words. Yah stretched forth his hand to men. And we pushed his hand away and went whoring after other mighty ones. But now it's our time to return. But there's some things that we must do. He said that if you seek me, you will find me. If you first search for me with all of your heart. Now you see what searching for him with all of your heart, mind, and soul looks like. You must go line by line, precept by precept, here a little, there a little, and learn as much as you can so that you can test, try, and prove all things. Continue to part 4. Shalom.